or something. Morning. I don't know why I minimized. I mean, you can't see my screen anyhow, so it's not very relevant. Most of you picked up the new notes. Oh, shoot. We're going to use one today, which I don't know if I uploaded. No, I have no idea what that is. Composite shapes. I don't know if I have. I think I have it as a PDF, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll do this. Nope, I do. Sorry. I'm going to put this in here just for now. Sorry, squirrel. I'm gonna upload that. It's in the files. I don't know if we need that. Well, we're going to need that today. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. I know some people forgot, couldn't make it. I did leave a stack of the notes in the front of the building, like inside. So if you knew somebody who could get you in, then you might be able to find a copy. I think I'm going to try. I got to check with my wife about when I can go. I think I'm going to try to go back on Monday to do the same thing. I haven't checked the weather on Monday. Yesterday was actually really nice. Sun during the day, rain at night. I can deal with that. Oh, a few showers. Oh, that's Sunday. Monday, cloudy with showers. Well, that would suck, but that might be my best option. But we shall see. I am going to update the area questions. I answered all of those, well, yesterday afternoon, and I finished. Hiroshi says, need a bracket there. Oh, I missed those ones. So apparently I have to do those ones. But there are those to check. Also, under the assignments tab, and I will share and link it again, that is good to go. A lot of people have looked at it. And it's one way I can take attendance for yesterday. Those people viewed it. Those people did not, even though I saw a couple of them yesterday. Mrs. Douglas hasn't turned hers in. So that is that. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. No issues. Other classes. Oh, one thing. I know some teachers are just posting stuff and saying, hey, do it. Are other teachers actually teaching like this, or am I the only one of any of your classes? I know I've had some parents yesterday be like, hey, is this stuff going to count? It's like, well, yes. Yes. We're going to have assessment. This stuff is part of the curriculum. Some people are choosing not to for valid reasons. Some people are just, I saw one student yesterday working when they should have been in class, but that's not my prerogative. So I think today I'm going to do a couple of examples, and then further down, like I'm going to pick and choose some of these questions. It's not an assignment, but like question number 1, 4, 5, maybe 6, because some of these have stuff taken out of them, and I'm going to do that tomorrow because I don't want to rush. I don't want you to rush. And so a composite shape is two things essentially stuck together. So we're going to use multiple formulas. All of the formulas you're going to need are going to come from right there. I'm not going to give you anything else in terms of area formulas. That's what we'll stick to. So I think this morning we'll go through and do like 1, 2, and 3, and then pick a couple questions from the last page and call that a day, because I don't want to rush. And yeah, so if I'm looking at a composite shape, normally you're going to have either, like this one was literally built by, like I can ungroup it, and it's literally a triangle and a rectangle put together. But we have two shapes, 1, 2, and I can say the total area is the area of shape 1 plus the area of shape 2. Well, shape 1 is a rectangle. Shape 2 is a triangle. So we just have to use those two formulas. So I'm going to write the two formulas down. That's not the color I wanted. Length times width plus base height over 2. So now it's just a matter of doing that little calculation and adding the two together. This is all in centimeters. So if I go back to this one, the length is 8 centimeters. The width is 14 centimeters. I'm just going to evaluate this because I have to change pens back and forth and I don't want to do that. 80 plus 32, 8, 9, 10, 11, 100 and square centimeters. I think when I did all of the answers to that other one, a lot of them I tried to do in my head and then I went back and checked because I wasn't confident. So now we have the triangle. I have the base. The base is fairly easy. I need that too, but there's no height listed here. But we're assuming that's a rectangle. So if that's 8, that's 8 centimeters as well. It's 4 7s are 28 square centimeters. And the total, we add that up, 11, 12, 13, and 10 are 114 centimeters, 140 centimeters squared. No, the Pythagorean theorem we do in probably the next one, which is like triangles and trigonometry, which, God, I don't want to have to try to teach you that from home. That would be awful. So hopefully we're going to be here back in school. God, I hope soon. So there shouldn't be any Pythagorean theorem in any of these. If there is, it's a bit of a mistake. I'm just going to, nope, none of those ones. So we're just working on this 7B NOAA. It's a composite shape, so they're two things either stuck together, or tomorrow we're going to look at things with parts removed. And that is just, instead of an addition, a subtraction. I don't want to keep you all day. You have two things to work on if we're done. So number 2 is a very poorly drawn figure because geometry. Well, I'm going to throw Mr. Hopper under the bus because this is one he made, and I can tell it's one he made because that font is Times New Roman, and I don't use Times New Roman. I'm going to change that. If that's 9 feet, it should be 4.5 feet, is what that should be. So we have, well, area 1, this is a triangle. This is a semicircle. So we need those two formulas. A1, it's a triangle. So we have base height over 2. So the area of a circle is pi r squared, but because it's only half a circle, we're going to divide that one by 2 as well. Most of these ones with circles, either you're going to have a whole circle with something taken out of it, or a whole circle taken out of stuff, or a semicircle. I don't think I would be that much of a jerk. I could make a quarter of a circle, but if it's a quarter of a circle, we just divide by 4. Well, I've got my red pen. So pi times, now that we fix the radius, 4.5 feet squared divided by 2. I cannot square 4.5 in my head. I can do that. Oh, 20.25. Now with all of that, I'm just going to throw all of that in the calculator. I've got 20.25. I'm going to multiply it by pi and divide by 2. I get 31.81 square feet. The triangle has a base of 10. Let's make that actually look like a 10. A height of 9 feet divided by 2, which is because of it's 90 feet squared. Red and blue make purple, 4076 square feet. Any questions? I think it's reasonable. This is where, if we were at school, I would say try this one. But this one's a little sneaky. Because I have this weird kind of backwards C rectangle finger. And what we have to do with a question like this is cut it up. Now the question is essentially, how do we cut it up to make it easiest? Like there's all sorts of different ways. I see 8 and 12, so I could technically cut there, and I can find the area of that rectangle. But the problem kind of with that, well, oh no, we could do it like that. Because if this is 12 and the whole thing is 20, from there to there is going to be 8 meters. We don't know that length. That's a problem. But I could cut it there, and I know that. And then the question becomes, how far is it from there to there? Well, do we have enough information to do this part? Well, the whole height is 23. So that length, that length, that length have to add up to 23. 8 and 7 are 15. This, by math, has to be 8. So we know those. And does that give us enough? This rectangle is 8 by 12. This is 7 by 18. This one is 8 by that length to there would be 16. Is that the only way to cut that up? No. I'm just trying to think what's going to be the easiest way to do this, because I don't want to add too many colors. This is going to seem ridiculous. Oh, this is what I want to do. For what? Clone page. So, because I want to go down here, I want to erase some stuff. That's one way to do it. And with one of these, there's going to be like multiple different ways. I don't know why that still looks like an eraser. If I cut that there, we have 8 by 20. We know this is 8. And we figured out that this was 8. So if we cut it there and there, we have 7 by 18. We have 8 by 8, and we have those. I'm actually going to just try this because A, we're not rushing, and B, there's still 3 things. We have shape number 1, shape number 2, shape number 3, and then we're going to add them up. So this is my original chopping this up. A1 is length times width. Length is 8. The width is 12 meters. 8 12s are 80, 96. Plus. What are you doing? A2 is length times width, which this one is the length is, the width is 8 meters. 80 and 48 are 28 meters squared. A3 is length times width again. That one I gotta double check. 7 times 18. Good morning, gentlemen. We're just looking at composite shapes. We're on the 3rd example on the 1st page. So if I add that up, because my brain is, well, if I put them in the right way, I could add those up. We get a total of meters squared. This kind of thing, okay, you're building an office building, and that's the area of the entryway. That's what it looks like, and you got people set up all over here and whatnot, and you want to find enough how many tiles you have to use to figure that out. Although it's a little bizarre, so we've got to cut it up. So I'm going to give you a second to write that down. Then just to show you that it's a visual thing. It doesn't matter which way you do it. I don't care. As long as like I'm going to do like answers one way. But I'll be able to tell based on how you chop it up, are your numbers reasonable? Oh, well, if you make a subtraction mistake and you had 6 meters in here, and then we can fix things. So this is just going to be the same page, but we chop this into 3 different pieces. We have 1, 3, 2, we've just been looking at composite shapes. I did the third example here. I cut it up one way, and then we're just looking, I clone the page. Everything else is the same. This is the same thing, but just a slightly different way. So length times width. The length for this one is 8 meters. The width now is 20 meters. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what's going on. 2 eighths are 160 meters squared. A2 is now this little 8 by 8. Technically, it's a square. Uh, 64 meters squared. Oh my lord. Yeah, no, it's 9 o'clock. Length times plus A3. Just keep adding A3. Well, I want to know what A3 is. Oh gosh. Now we have 7 meters, 18 meters, plus, I don't want to do that in my head. 7 times 18 is 126. Oh, that's the same number that we had on the other page. Equals 126, 64. Whew. 350 meters squared, which is the same answer that we got on the other page, but we just chopped that sucker up a little bit different. So that's because I don't want to have to run in and print 19 other things again. Tomorrow, we'll look at, I don't know why I'm on the eraser at the moment, these 3, and that one, because, well, apparently that had some numbers on it, but I must have erased them. So I would like you to try today, number 1, semicircle, triangle, rectangle. Number 4, five, well, 6 as a trapezoid. There's 2 ways to do number 6. I think these ones are all subtraction. So yeah, we'll deal with the rest of them tomorrow. So does that make sense? What day is today? If only I could remember. 1, 4, 5, 6. And, well, 3 people have submitted the assignment or work on. That is what I would like you to work on today. Is that all right? Hopefully there isn't. I'm gonna do this. That's not what I want. Download attendance. Are there any questions? So we're just doing, it's the same thing, but we've stuck a couple things together. Tomorrow we'll look at pulling pieces out. And then after that, we'll move on to, I think, or not tomorrow, Friday. Monday-ish, we're going to look into surface area. And if I am able to go back to the school on Monday to be there, I think a lot of you have the pages anyhow, but I think this class I got more than any of them. I think I'm going to try. I can't guarantee, but keep an eye on Teams and tell your parents to check their email. Oh, I've got a red thing there. No, you don't have the notes, or no, this isn't good. Kiara, I'm going to try to go in on Monday and I'll do the same thing. Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. No questions is good too. Because I had some grade 12 kids that also didn't pick them up. So that's where we'll stop today. If you have any questions, you can, just like normal, use the chat function in here, or you can email me. Those are the best two ways to get a hold of me. Yeah, that's, I guess, everything. If you're good, I'm good, and we'll see you on Friday. Have a good day. See you later. Adios.